guys, this video is a little all over the place. Just got back from a little shakedown test, and things are going actually really well. Drives pretty smooth at freeway speeds. And was running really well, and on my way back, the hood started to pop open somehow. So I pulled over on the freeway, slammed the door or the hood shut, and on takeoff I decided to goose it, and shifting into second, and especially when I started to shift into third, you can start to hear a little bit of a miss. So guess that's what I'm gonna have to diagnose next. Hey guys, back on the 944, and today's goal is to get the timing cover off. I don't have a new timing belt yet because there are apparently various options depending on the water pump. So my goal today is to just get some of this stuff cleared away so that I can access the timing belt, measure the pulley, and get a timing belt on order. Cover's off, and as is the distributor cover. And this looks like I got to pull the crank pulley off to get that other cover off. The timing belt doesn't look horrible. Let's see, where was I looking? So up there you can see some potential weather checking. So probably due. And I think I just need to measure this pulley here, and it's like a 40 something or a 30 something millimeter, and that will tell me which size belt I need, hopefully. I ended up asking in a couple of Facebook groups, and I was told it is the 46 millimeter, which didn't make any sense to me, so I kept doing more research, and it turns out this is not the roller, this is. So when I measure that, it is 46, so I'll go ahead and get that on order. I don't remember where exactly I left off in the introduction video. I have not been recording my progress very much. This has been a little bit of a battle. I have had to stop numerous times to order things, including I did not realize that I had to have a spanner to pull the pulleys for the balance shafts, so I bought this adjustable one on Amazon. Did not fit. Focus. So I had to modify it a little bit. Not only did I have to grind this down to fit in the pulleys, but I had to grind here too so that the socket would fit. But I got those pulled off, and I was hoping I could just get the back of the timing belt cover pulled out of the way to get the water pump in without having to pull the crankshaft pulley. Didn't work out that way, so then I had to pull the crankshaft pulley. Got all that out of the way now. Got the old water pump out, got the new one in. Went ahead and made a little note of the date and mileage. And I've got just a mess of stuff over here. So most, if not all, of the water pumps I looked at came with this that goes on the front and goes to I don't know what, because mine doesn't have anything. It was just sealed. Where is it? Yeah, so that's mine. So I had a little block off plate made up that fits the O-ring that comes with that, in case, I don't know why. Probably just could have made it without an O-ring groove, but benefits of having access to a machine shop, I guess. Yeah, one of the other challenges was getting the thermostat installed. It came with a gasket that fits around the thermostat itself, but it also came with this guy and this. And I watched some videos on YouTube of installing it, and a lot of them said that this is a spacer. I just simply could not get it installed. The snap ring would not seat in the water pump with this gasket installed around here. This one almost fit, or it did fit, with this installed where it goes. This fit in between, And then I tried stacking that on top and then going like that. Would not seal no matter how hard I tried. This would not fit into the groove it's supposed to. So first thing I did was try just removing this guy and installing it with just this and the spacer. Still would not seat. So eventually I ended up pulling the thermostat out of the old water pump to see what the heck was going on. And it didn't have either of these two things. So don't know. I just went ahead and installed it like that. Getting things cleaned up. To go back on, I'm just cleaning the cover plates. And I need to find out the torque specs for that water pump. Right now it's just bolted on there, snug, and I will come back here and torque those down in a minute. And then front of the engine I'm sure is leaking, but I just want to get this thing back together and running. Jeff from the future here. I'm editing the video and realizing I don't have any footage of the reassembly. As you can see, it's fully assembled now and it's actually running decent, but first time I put it back together, there's quite a bit of lifter noise, which I didn't immediately recognize as lifter noise. So I was a little afraid that maybe I skipped a tooth when I was installing the belt. Posted a quick video to Facebook and a lot of people were saying that it sounded like a misfire. So I checked all the spark plugs one by one. Oddly enough, the very first spark plug was missing the little cap on the screw-on cap on top of the spark plug. So I found one of those, put it back on, didn't help. But I checked all 4 spark plugs. I also pulled all 4 of the injector wires, and all 4 of them, or all 4 spark plugs and all 4 injectors, all made the engine bog down. So I was pretty sure it was not a misfire. So anyway, I ended up pulling everything back off the front, at least the inspection cover and the distributor cover, so that I could check, and the timing was right on. So I put everything back together, filled the coolant back up, double checked my oil, and I let it come up to temperature, and sure enough, it was a oil-starved lifter causing some of the problems. So everything's good now, and a little preview of what's happening next. I'm getting some Sparco seats installed. The base plate for these is planted, and it doesn't fit perfectly. I need to get some spacers made up, but that's coming up next. I'm going to try to diagnose the ticking noise that I've been hearing. I did pull off all the spark plugs one by one and all the injector cables one by one, and the ticking remains. So I don't think it's a misfire, as a lot of people were suggesting. So I've got my timing mark lined back up on the cam, and the one on the crankshaft is really hard to see. So I've tied a Q-tip to a long pole, put a little white paint on there, and I'm going to try to mark it up so I can make extra sure that my timing marks are lined up. It's already quieter. So I got a little surprise. This is a surprise to me. I found a complete engine out of an 84 944 on Facebook Marketplace. Pretty much complete, except the fuel rail. And it was too cheap to pass up, so it is now mine. It's got good compression, and it's mostly there, like I said. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. I might rebuild it and swap it out into with the engine that's currently in mine, or who knows. But it was kind of nice having this to reference as I was working on mine, hence why the timing cover's off. But yeah, anyway, I think that's going to do it for this one. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.